Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Everyday History Podcast. I'm Dustin Lloyd, and with me as always is Sugar Ray Boo Boo Kirby.
That's right. Why Sugar
Yeah,
Ray? I don't know.
I saw that as I was doing my pitch. Okay, we'll roll with it. Oh, it's been a week
Floats
since our
off the
last
tongue
recording.
nice. I know.
Nice and refreshed.
Right, totally.
Totally.
Plenty of time to sit and think about last week,
and
whatever last
no
week
time
was.
to think about what this subject is because you don't know it.
No, I'm always tastefully ignorant to these things.
Tastefully being the key word.
Right.
Before we begin, I'd like to tell everyone to go join our Patreon and like and subscribe. Smash that like button on YouTube and you smash the subscribe too, I guess. I don't know what you do with the
Folks, we
subscribe
have
button. Do
not
it.
eaten since starting this podcast, all right? We have
Now, that's
gone
true.
beyond intermittent fasting. We have transcended into full-on starvation.
Yeah,
And
since the last time we've recorded, we have not eaten a thing 5 minutes ago.
no. I'm so hungry.
What I might do after we record this is I might go hit up the subject of this current episode. I might go
Oh.
check out a vending machine.
Oh, a vending machine.
History of vending machines.
I don't quite use them every day, but I've used them regularly enough at jobs and whatnot to where I feel it, it fits.
You encounter them every day, just about.
Yeah,
in
you,
some
you
way.
at least see them. I
Pass
think
one.
we're like desensitized to them. Like, oh yeah, I don't want that fucking shit. So,
Yeah, they're just part of the scenery
right.
anymore. But
At times miraculous, like the Pepsi machine that survived the Melrose burning.
right.
Or the Mallsy story, whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know.
When did these beloved vendors come around? And we're
Good.
talking coin operated,
Okay, all right. Right, not the, like, what,
not
card
just
or
a
dollar?
vending machine. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
talking coin operated.
Coin operated. Oh, boy. Well, Homer?
Might as well have been. First century AD.
No
The first
shit.
coin operated vending machine was invented
That's
by
crazy.
by a man named Hero.
Oh, like the sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, Hero of Alexandria, like the sandwich. He was a Greek engineer and a mathematician, and his device dispensed holy water in Egyptian temples. When a coin was inserted, it triggered a lever to release a fixed amount of water using weights and hydraulics, and it was the first known automated dispensing machine.
That is nuts.
And we should probably talk about the guy a little bit because, wow, what a life he lived.
Wait,
So here we go.
Am I detecting a personal
Hey,
lore time?
It's personal lore time.
You know, I really don't like that
Yes.
sound engineer guy. He just cuts me off when I'm fucking saying shit.
So yeah, personal lore. We're talking about Hero, also known as Heron
Ah,
of Alexandria.
also like the sandwich.
Like the Heron sandwich, world famous. Here's what's interesting about his life. We know almost nothing about it.
Oh, great. That's a
We
good
know
start.
nothing of his birthplace. We know nothing of his background.
Okay.
We just know that the first mention of him is in references to his works found in Book 8 of Pappus Collection from the 4th AD. And scholarly estimates for when he was around was, sometime in the 1st century, like 150 BC to 250 AD. So it was a long time, and they're not sure exactly when this guy even existed. So,
They're like, he might have existed. We don't even know if he actually existed.
yeah. But if he was born in those time frames, the city of Alexandria, which was founded by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC, was pretty much a cosmopolitan city, part of the Roman Empire,
Ooh.
where all the rich and educated,
Right.
hung out, lived, mingled.
Right, the posh
Shattered.
lot of them collectively
So-
shared the pot.
He invented a couple of things, and so we're going to go through those, and then we'll probably hop out of this because we don't know shit about this guy.
Right, he's a mystery.
So he invented something called the Aleopile, which was also called Hero's engine, which was a rocket-like reaction engine, and the
What?
first recorded steam engine.
Oh shit.
Although it's worth noting that Vitruvius had mentioned in his earlier works a version of that device way earlier than Hero's time, presumably.
Okay.
Because since we don't know exactly when, we can't say exactly. But yeah,
Well,
he
don't listen
invented
to
that.
him. He's not even fucking real.
And of course, he invented a vending machine, as we said,
Holy water. Wow.
a wind wheel that operated an organ, which was the first documented instance of a wind machine powering something.
That is so cool.
I don't know what organ it was. Could have been a liver, could have been a spleen.
Right. Or the unmentionable nether regions.
Oh, they mean maybe like a piano type thing?
It's not a
okay.
sex thing.
That makes sense.
Shit. Egg on my face.
Imagine her lying on the wind to pump you up if you were trying to have sex. Hey, honey, it's going to be really windy today. I hope you're down.
Oh, good. I'm horny as shit.
Oh, let's see. He invented a lot of things for the Greek theater.
Ooh.
One of which was a mechanical play, like an entire mechanical play that was powered by a system of knots, ropes, and simple machines.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, just blowing my mind a little bit.
Yeah, not mine.
We're supposed to be better. Why are they still so impressive?
He invented some type of piston pump that was used to help with fire. Spray water for fires. I don't know exactly how it worked, but that's just, it was apparently widely used in different ways, and one of them was as a fire engine, basically.
I'm back, sir. I pissed on the pump like you told me to. God damn it, Morelius.
A syringe-like device that was described by Hero to control the delivery of air and fluids. I don't know how, why. A standalone fountain that operates under self-contained hydrostatic electricity, which is now called Heron's Fountain.
Ooh.
I don't know exactly what that is. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what it is because it's weird. Oh yeah, I'll look up a picture of that. You look up the picture and you're like, that makes no sense. So he also invented a kind of thermometer, allegedly. It wasn't really a single invention, the thermometer, but it was more of a development, and people, advanced it, and he was one of those that apparently had advanced it.
Gotcha.
And he also created something called a self-filling wine bowl, which used a float valve to fill it.
What?
So yeah, he made some interesting things. He had a creative mind, it sounds like.
Right, and a lot of free time on his hands.
A guy we know nothing much about, but
who might not even be real.
He was probably real.
All right, he's probably real.
So that was the first vending machine. Was the first century AD, but nothing really came of it. It didn't become popular. It wouldn't be until 17th century in England where it would start to pop up a little bit more. We'd see mechanical coin-operated machines during the early 1600s.
Oh, wow.
So 17th century to dispense tobacco.
Oh, shit. Like,
yeah.
Like just tobacco or like rolled cigarettes kind of? Or like,
I guess rolled, that's a good question. I'm not really sure. Let me search that so we can cut this out.
Because, I mean, we were definitely rolling cigarettes then, right? Like,
that's a good question.
Or were we just like pipe smokers, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too. I didn't even think about the pipe smoking.
Like the Sherlock Holmes type shit. Watson, fetch me my pipe and slippers. There's a mystery afoot. There's debauchery about, my friend. Stay vigilant. Just me, filler, talking to myself while Dustin does the actual work for the podcast. I got the easiest job in the world, Daddy. Did people like cigarettes in 1600?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm having a hard time.
I would have no clue how to fucking ask that either.
Oh, well, okay, so the history of cigarettes.
Ooh.
In the 16th century, around the same time, beggars in Sevilla began to pick up discarded cigar butts, shred them, and then roll them into scraps of paper, thus improvising the first cigarettes.
Wow, my people.
Modern cigarettes weren't invented until 1880, though, so probably more than likely this was just dispensing enough for, a pipe.
Okay. Or your cigar. It sounds like people maybe smoke cigars.
Or cigars,
as well.
yeah. Just a much larger cigarette.
Right? Chewy. I like to sit here and chew on it.
I like to bite it off first.
God. Yuck.
I like to chew on it before I light it up. Get you salivating. So in the 19th century, though, we saw an expansion. It wasn't until the 19th century that they started doing postcards, stamps, and gums. It was just the essential things like tobacco.
Right. The necessities.
Yeah, the bare necessities. Oh, it stayed that way until 1883. That's when Percival Everett patented the coin-operated machine dispensing postage stamps and postcards in London.
Ah.
And then they started like branching off into, chewing gum or whatever.
Right. Little thingies.
Why? I don't know.
Well, people's breath probably fucking kicking.
Oh, probably.
Oi, will you please just chew a piece of Wrigley's, mate?
Oh, so
We lost Europe again. That's 2 episodes in a row. Woohoo!
It was the early 1900s. Cigarettes and snacks became workplace staples in these vending machines. So, yeah, to answer your question, I completely forgot about this, but yeah, absolutely not. It was tobacco then.
Okay.
So
All right,
I should have
I
just
don't know
read
why I
ahead to
felt
what
the
I had
need to
already had, but no.
I'm starting to think you're not a historian, Dustin.
I'm starting to think so too, because I'm not. So that was the early 1900s. In 1920s, we saw hot coffee machines begin to become a part of the vending,
Hot
population.
coffee, like the sexy kind, or like the I gotta go to work kind?
Probably the I got to go to work time. It was the 1920s.
Oh, that one's okay too.
Yeah, but they also had tea. So people were still drinking hot tea back then. Unlike today.
Where we eat it.
It was the 30s when the Coca-Cola vending machines started rolling out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
love that classic Coca-Cola.
That was probably the first brand that I could find that widely started marketing with these things. So
Gotcha.
they were kind of like, oh, let's bring soda to everyone. Have some cocaine in a bottle, everybody.
You know what? We'll take a chance on you, you little startup vending machine. And you're gonna push our fucking delicious, non-addictive, that's what the bottle says, cocaine in a bottle.
Now, here's the interesting thing to me when researching this. So, yeah, the Coca-Cola vending machines came out in the 30s, but it wasn't until somewhere in the middle, like 50s, 60s, that refrigerated machines started coming around.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh. So you get warm soda on a warm day,
yeah.
nothing
Imagine
better.
being in like Florida and it's 100 degrees.
You're like, oh, thank God.
Muggy.
Oh, I've been walking in this swamp, desolate, God's fucking abandoned cesspool of a fucking state. Oh, I'm so hot. A Coca-Cola. Oh, that'll quench my thirst. Oh, shit, it's warm as piss.
warm.
This sucks. Oh.
Oh, but the refrigerated ones brought around the where they could use perishable goods. That's where we got those delicious vending machine sandwiches from.
Oh. I don't
God,
trust
those
them.
things are fucking awful.
Well, I mean, sir, working at the metal fabricator factories as I did in my youth. Well, I lived off some of those big ass.
Oh yeah, I love those things.
They're pretty good.
They are, especially when you're working moderately hard.
Right, and you're like, I just need something because I have no energy left. The
Give me
energy
that
drinks are
big-ass
just
burger.
robbing. Yeah, right. Give me that big ass.
Big AZ. I forgot all about those fucking things. They're so
fucking
bad.
things are tasty. Oh, I mean, bad. Yeah, ew,
They're-
yuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I need one right now. Ugh.
But like for what they are, they're not bad.
No,
but
no,
if
as
you're
far
gonna
as-
try to, you're not earning any Michelin stars, big ass. But I'd let you. If I were working people to the bone 12 hours a day, I'd let you put your sandwiches in a vending machine for $4.
Yeah, I'd let you smash.
Would.
Oh God, why do people listen to this?
Sorry, Dustin's mom.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mom. But you got me wondering now. I'm gonna have to find out the history of the Big Ass company.
Big ass. It all started as a meme like, wouldn't it be funny if we had comically big sandwiches? We called it big ass. You'd be like, that's a big ass cheeseburger. It sure is. Brand recognition.
I wrote big ass food, or trying to, and the first thing that pops up is big ass forehead. Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. Big food. Fucking
Oh, I
kids
found
nowadays,
their
man.
website. Oh, I don't see history of them though.
Well, no career, no fucking beating the odds, no fucking.
Half their website doesn't work.
Well, that maps. I mean, their food doesn't work, so
I can't find anything on it. Every time I try to type big AZ food history, it
big
continues me to
forehead.
Arizona. Anyway,
Delicious sandwiches aside.
so yeah, the refrigeration was a big deal,
Okay.
obviously. So
Right.
the next big deal was the late 20th century when digital payment and credit card acceptance became a thing.
Boo.
Yeah.
Well, I say boo because they charge you more than using cash.
Yeah, and that way you can't resist the temptation. If you don't have cash, you're like, oh, I guess I can't buy any of that junk food. But if you got your card, you're like, oh, I'll just swipe it.
You're like, I think I got $3 on this thing.
Right. And
Please, Daddy, I want to eat today.
touch screens came around, and replaced some of the mechanical buttons. I prefer the old mechanical style. It's just
Me too.
nostalgia.
Me too. Yeah. We
And-
live in an age of everything is touchscreen. So, like, what the hell is wrong with shit not being touchscreen?
Yeah.
I say as I
And-
try to hit a search bar on my computer with my finger instead of using my mouse. And
Oh, fuck
keyboard.
that. Speaking of technology, another one of the big things that came around was that they can network these machines now to like keep track of stock, sales, and all that
Oh, that's
bullshit.
brilliant.
Yeah,
There are some benefits, I see.
but we jumped
But
ahead
I
a
don't
little
like
bit
it.
because, like I said, there's not a whole lot of like things happening. It's a vending machine,
Yeah, I mean, you get what you get. What you see is what you
So-
get.
So we're gonna go to our second, fucking. I'll just hit the music.
It's personal floor time.
I could not get personal lore time out. One of the guys who actually played a big role in the, the development of the fucking vending machine was Luther Simeon. He was Armenian, American.
Okay.
Had a funny last name that I can't pronounce.
Right.
But unlike, Hero, at least we know some things about this guy.
And he's not named after a sandwich.
And he's not aimed at, well, there could be a sandwich. We don't know.
Ah, true.
You've
I
never
am
had a
uncultured.
Never had a Luther?
Oh, dude, come on with mayonnaise. God damn it.
With mayonnaise, peanut butter?
Yo! My
A
grandfather used to
traditional
eat that
Luther
shit.
Oh,
Peanut butter and
Luther
mayonnaise.
from now on. Oh,
He
that
was
sounds so bad.
born after the Great Depression. That's
that makes
God. Yeah, right. He had to eat that.
Oh, God. So, our Luther was born in 1905 in the Ottoman Empire, which is now Turkey.
Boo!
He was our-
Oh wait, no, I don't mean that. I kind of just said it.
I hate turkeys, but I don't know how
I'm
I
more
feel
of a
about
chicken kind of guy.
Oh, this poor guy. He's done
It's
so
just
much. We're
bland.
shitting all over him. Oh, so when he was about 15 years old, he moved to New Haven, Connecticut. Why? Because his uncle lived there. I can't think of another reason why anyone would want to move there. And he found a job coloring photographs, which must have been a thrilling, rewarding job. Oh
Yeah.
God, I read that wrong. I was going to say he graduated from the Booth Preparatory School, but it's a preparatory
It's canon.
school in New Haven. He began working as a technician at the Yale School of Medicine and a work-study position at the photography lab. So he's a pretty smart fellow, apparently.
What the hell's this got to do with my food in a machine?
Well, here's one thing that I didn't expect. One of his first inventions, he was very interested in photography, obviously, if he's coloring photography. He
Right.
invented the first selfie camera.
What? Well,
So he-
thank you very much, sir. Where would
it
we
all-
be without the selfie?
He pretty much invented the selfie itself because he created a device where you could look into a mirror and see the framed pose and then take the picture.
Ah, it's cool.
Yeah, so a lot of tricks and mirrors to make it work, but apparently it was pretty cool. And with this invention, he was also able to fine tune it and make the self-focusing camera. So he's responsible for the self-focus, which is pretty cool. It changed
That doesn't
the
wanna work on
photography
my
industry,
phone.
really. Yeah, it didn't want to work on my old one, but it works pretty good on my new one. He also he invented and was granted a patent in 1934 for the color X-ray machine.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell did it look like before colors?
Uh, Not colored.
Okay.
I don't know.
I deserve
don't
that.
really. I don't really think it has much color now, but maybe they don't use it. I don't know.
Yeah, I see like X-rays. I think of like that blue color.
That blue tinge, but it's really coming from the lights behind it. Like the thing itself is black and white, so yeah. So it's kind of strange.
I'm so ignorant.
He also invented a basically the first flight simulator.
Dude, this guy has just got a fucking mountain of things he has done.
Yeah.
I love this guy. I don't care that he's from Turkey. I would prefer to be from chicken, but that's okay. That is okay.
Oh my god. He sold 2,000 of his flight simulators, which were very rudimentary, of course. But he sold 2,000 of them to the U.S. military during the war. You know, the war.
The great one or the greater one?
I believe the greater one.
Okay.
So they said the War Department credited the device with contributing to the success of the air warfare, and
Good man.
he considered
All right.
he himself considered it the greatest invention that he had made because it saved so many lives. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess if that's your reference, for how good something is, that's great.
Yeah.
That's you
He
fucking nerd.
He also helped invent the teleprompter. Yeah.
Fucking good. Because
And-
there's some old politicians. All right, get this guy out of here. Never mind. Teleprompters are good for people on TV.
It's not just old politicians, it's also old musicians.
Oh yeah. What did I write down again?
So that invention is also usually credited to Hubert Chalafly, who was an engineer who worked with CBS, and also to Fred Barton, who was an actor. They developed a mechanical queuing device. It wasn't quite the same thing, but it was something. And then Mr. Luther here teamed up with somebody named. Excuse me, I'm saying a lot here. Luther teamed up with someone named Jess Oppenheimer, who created and produced the classic sitcom I Love Lucy.
What?
They worked together and improved it.
to do.
They improved on it, and it basically created what is more the modern, not digital, but the original teleprompter.
Sitcom? Oh, teleprompter.
That's what happens when I can't get my words out. And yeah, so there's that. He also had invented another interesting device that we use every day. Well, not every day, but we see it every day. It's an everyday life thing. He was the inventor of the precursor to the ATM machine.
Damn.
Yeah.
This was a busy, busy man.
Now, what does this have to do with vending machines? Well, I didn't write that down.
I'm getting there.
No, I'm joking. He didn't have he didn't have a major influence on it, but when his name popped up, you know me, I research every name that pops up because I find them interesting.
Oh yeah.
And he played some parts in helping tweak it. Some of his inventions were used for it and things like that. So yeah, he helped create some things during the 40s and 50s for it. But just looking at his life, I was like, man, I've got to include this guy because that's crazy.
Right. If there was ever someone that deserved a personal lore time, it's this guy.
Yeah, and he
Play the
made
music again.
No, stop.
Thank you.
Just for that little segment we played. I mean, our sound technician played.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Right, you're great.
Who is also me.
He's flipping you off. I'm watching.
So, like I said, he was born in 1905. He died in 1997. His last patent was granted several months before his death, so he was still inventing and patenting up until his last days, pretty much.
Wow.
He spoke.
Okay.
This is some personal lore. He's going deep here. He spoke Arabic, French, and English.
Oh wow.
He was I don't know why they got all this information here, but his interests included golf, backgammon, Mark Twain, porcelains,
Whoa.
and Middle Eastern food. Middle
I
Eastern
also
food's
like
pretty fucking
toilets.
awesome.
I'm also
Me too. Wait,
appreciative of a fine
not
toilet.
those porcelains. Not those
Oh.
porcelains.
Oh. Oops. No, fuck those dolls, dude. That shit's creepy.
He died, like I said, in 1997, October 23rd, at his
Because his
beachfront
dolls
apartment.
killed him.
Beachfront apartment, of course, in Fort Lauderdale. So I mean, at least he was. It sounds like he made good money off of all of his
He's a
excellent
Florida
stuff.
man.
He worked for 7 decades as a professional inventor and received over 200 American and foreign patents for his work.
Wow.
And he was considered by his peers as like the modern Thomas Edison.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but you don't really hear about. I've never heard the guy's name before, but
No.
shout
No.
out to you, Mister
Right.
Mr. Simigian Luther.
Simignan.
We're just gonna say Luther.
Yeah, Mr. Luther.
So, moving on. So, with the newer modern vending machines, we've seen some crazy stuff like vending machines that sell electronics, art, luxury goods, and some even sell cars.
Some also sell like panties. Gross.
Well,
but
I was getting to Japan.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
yeah.
name drop them like that. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but,
Well,
ew.
they have some that dispense hot meals, umbrellas, and fresh produce, and I guess those could fall
Oh,
in
that's
one of those.
cool. That's cool.
So and now with the smartphones and AI, you can connect to the phones and the payment and personalized
Boo!
recommendations. They're now more eco-friendly and energy efficient.
Yeah, boo.
But there's no denying that vending machines are, a cultural icon around the world, really, especially in Japan, though, because there are about 5 million machines in that nation.
Right? Could you imagine what those people would do if they did, like, just not, like, because they're so densely packed in their urban areas,
What do you mean,
you know?
people?
Oh,
What
look,
do
a
you
plane,
mean, you people?
right? I know what I meant. What do you mean?
Little Tropic Thunder reference there.
God damn it! For 400 years. I love that movie. That
I
movie's
cannot-
so bad.
So bad it's good.
I can't believe we let Robert Downey Jr. blackface and then yeah, you're Iron Man.
Really was a great satire of Hollywood, though.
It was. I mean, it was right. It was back to back. It felt like Tropic Thunder's what 2007. First
Yeah,
Iron Man dropped
that's-
2008.
Yeah. Oh, but back on topic. So,
I don't read the script. I let the script read me.
have you ever heard about the urban legend about vending machines killing more people annually than sharks?
No, but you've got my attention.
Well, it's apparently, from what I could research, I believe it's true. Vending
Oh my
machines
God.
do kill more people annually than sharks, but the reason for it is, how many times do you encounter a vending machine daily?
Yeah, I guess just by sheer encounters,
Yeah,
it
it's
almost
not a fair stat. It's really not.
right. If you're like a deep sea diver, I bet you're not more likely to get killed by a vending machine than a shark.
Yeah, your chances for sharks, grows exponentially.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, I'd
Yeah.
I'd punch a shark in the face, man.
it's basically just manipulating statistics. The numbers are right.
right. But it's like, why are you comparing those two? Why don't you
Yeah.
compare it to something like vehicle death or like smoking or something? Because then it pales in comparison, doesn't it? It doesn't sound so fucking dangerous anymore, does it? And I bet you I can peg down the singular fucking reason people die from vending machines. It's happened to
boy.
every single person. I guarantee it. You put your hard-earned money in, you're hungry, you got the sweats, you got the diabetic knee shakes because you need sugar, right? You put your last $1.50 in, all quarters, of course. One of those quarters was all bent up, didn't want to go in. You had to throw it in the motherfucker. We've all had that happen too. It looks like a perfectly fine quarter, but it doesn't work. And then, only then after, you hit B9. You see a delicious Twix bar, and the swirls are unswirling like they do, and the Twix bar is making its way to you, and then it falls. But to your dismay, it gets wedged, and it's never gonna come down. And so you in a diabetic rage, in a rampage, you start shaking the fuck out of this vending machine, not realizing this is like 1,000-pound fucking machine, and you're like 150-pound person, assuming you are. Right. And you can't beat gravity, you can't beat weight. The vending machine falls, and you're crushed.
This has been Boo Boo's bullshit. That's probably actually completely 100% true. That is gotta
I've
be
shaken a fucking vending machine. You goddamn right. I've gotten so fucking mad. And sometimes I've even gotten a bonus for shaking the fucking vending machine, which is technically stealing, but hey, you made me work for it. This is supposed to be easy.
Have you ever Homer Simpsoned yourself and got your hand stuck inside of it?
No, only because I was, like, I don't want anybody to see me reaching up at a fucking vending machine. But the thought has crossed my mind every time I've used it. Like, I wonder how far I can get my arm up there.
If I'm not mistaken, in that episode, he got both of his hands stuck in two different machines. Oh. But the oldest working operational vending machine is likely a 19th century postage stamp dispenser that's still working, as last I could check, in London.
What?
And I believe it came from the 1800s, like late 18th century, late 19th century, so like 1880s, 1890s. But yeah, apparently it still works.
Wow.
And
that is insane.
According to NASA, they're testing, they tested vending-style dispensers on spacecrafts to provide astronauts with easy snack access.
You guys could be dicks and make these astronauts buy from the fucking vending machine?
I don't know if they're buying from it, but that would be the peak capitalism right there, wouldn't it?
Space Doritos.
Have fun in space. Make sure you bring some change with you.
Oh, shit. You're just fucking floating around with a bunch of fucking quarters and shit. Swallow one on accident because you can't control the motion of it.
Da, 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 da. Just floating around, all these coins everywhere.
I'm sitting there flailing my arms like, no, get away from me.
trying to smack them and they're just not even moving. Whoops, I just hit my microphone. This has been the Everyday History Podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Make sure you leave us some... Actually, don't. I was going to say leave us some reviews, but I don't want to hear what anyone thinks about this podcast.
No, please do. Folks, while you're at it, go hop on that Patreon and check it out. There might be something, there might be nothing. I don't know. But the point is, I've got a lot
of spare time, so there might be something soon.
We need your money so we can go hit up the vending machines. All right? You don't want me shaking the vending machines because if I get hurt, you are liable.
Oh, shit. Speaking of which, it's lunchtime. Let's go get a big-ass burger. See you guys next week.